Hi, my name is Melanie Latore. I just want to start by thanking Street Level, PhotoWorks and ViewPhoto for including me in this international residency exchange program. And also thank you for coming today and listening to the talks. This project is quite an intimate and personal project. As a starting point, I used a story that had been in my family for quite a long time, which is that when my father was 6, his family were living in the USA and they decided to move back to France. And my father lost the ability to walk for a year and had to use crutches for a year. And so this story kind of taught me quite early on about how you can be so attached to a place to have such a strong reaction to it. You're probably wondering where I'm from, which is quite a normal experience I get. I am French, Swiss, and British. I grew up in the border area around Geneva in a very sort of international context with international organizations, cross-border workers, people coming for 3 or 4 or 7 years and then leaving again. And I was kind of thinking when I applied to this project about the residency themes in relation to my own history, and thinking that the fact of where I grew up was only due to my 4 grandparents making professional decisions half a century ago. So I really looked at this project as an opportunity to think more deeply about these themes, which had been resonating with me all my life, as I have quite a fuzzy national identity and I have indeterminate accents in both English and French. And when people ask me where I'm from, I never really know what to say. So I decided midway to include images not only from my month in Quebec, but also from Switzerland and Scotland as well. And I've also included a small text, which is sort of narratives from my family's history of people moving and the impact it's had on their lives. And I don't think it's actually necessary for the audience to know that it's people from my family. I think it's quite important for me that it's open-ended enough that it can sort of resonate with anyone. The images themselves are quite strange. I hope some of them are quite funny as well. As I said, they were taken in Quebec and in Switzerland and Scotland. And the reason why I wanted to go to Quebec was because that was the landmass that my father was from, and also because I wanted to be in a context in which people would speak both my languages, so French and English, and that was a really surprising experience for me. And the way that I work is that I generally accumulate lots and lots and lots of images and then edit down. And so over the past year, I sort of photographed in the way I usually do, but I also tried to keep in mind sort of every time I felt like this emotional pull to what was going on in my head, I would instantly photograph. And so the series that you see is pulled from about 60 or 70 images, which were the first edit, and then sort of harshly editing down until I had a series that felt like what I was trying to say, which is sort of quite a tense, quite a funny, eerie series of pictures. So that's kind of everything I have to say for today. I hope that makes sense, and thank you very much for coming again.